Cale Makar and Quinn Hughes are two of the best defensemen to play in the NHL right now, and honestly, they're going to end up in top 5 all time, in my honest opinion, but there's always been the argument since they've came up. Who is the better of the two? In NHL 26, which one is better? We're going to swap the two players onto the opposite teams. Cale Makar going to Vancouver and Quinn Hughes going to the Colorado Avalanche. I gotta say, Cale Makar on Vancouver, I hate looking at this. It sucks. As you can see, I'm an Avs fan. It hurts me inside. But Quinn Hughes, Colorado, I'll take the little bit of a trade-off here. We'll see how this works. Both players, I think, are going to have excellent seasons still. But is Cale Makar going to be as dominant out in Vancouver as he was in Colorado with Nathan MacKinnon? And is Quinn Hughes going to be better in Colorado with Nathan MacKinnon? All right, as our first season ends with these two on different teams, I did want to point out to you, we are not controlling either of these teams. That means free agencies and trades are going to be happening to help both those players on those teams as we go through this simulation. Let me know in the comments who you think we are controlling, though. But let's take a look here and see, as the best defensemen in the league, Cale Makar is still going to outdo Quinn Hughes point-wise. He's got 79 with the Canucks. Not a point-per-game player, though. That hurts to see. I'm not going to lie, they tainted my boy a bit here. But Quinn Hughes is not far behind. He had a better plus-minus by all means, too. He's racking up a 12 there, but he's got 75 points and 21 rips. So kind of turned the table there a bit, more of a goal scorer like Cale does in Colorado. Power play points, about the same. 14 for Cale, 11 for Quinn. Very similar seasons by all means, it looks like, on their first year on their new teams. So I'm rusty. I accidentally simmed through the whole first round and half of the second round, but we'll show you the second round after we go over the first round here. The Vancouver Canucks with Cale Makar are going to come out dominant versus the Edmonton Oilers and sweep them. You love to see that. Oilers going down makes me happy. We've got a lot of Oilers fans in the Discord. It's fun. The Avalanche with Quinn Hughes are actually going to finally beat the Dallas Stars of all things, too. This is looking like a great trade so far for both teams. The boys are buzzing. The teams are happy. But as we move on to round 2, halfway through it, they are both looking a little underwhelmed in round 2. The Winnipeg Jets have taken an early lead versus Quinn Hughes and his Colorado Avalanche, up 2-0. And the Utah Mammoth, are up 2-0 to the Vancouver Canucks. Cale Makar and Quinn, you got some work to do, fellas, if you want to get the team out. I swear to God, both of you get out in round 2. I might have an aneurysm. Well, as round 2 ends, the Colorado Avalanche and Quinn Hughes make the comeback after being down 2-0 to the Winnipeg Jets, pushing it to Game 7 and winning. The Vancouver Canucks cannot say the same, unfortunately, though, as Utah is able to take them out in 6 games. Cale Makar just did not have the stuff, it looks like, in this one to continue his dominance. Let's take a look at points, though, for him as he ended out in the second round. Well, you can't say Cale wasn't trying, at least, through the first 2 rounds. 13 points, 12 helpers, 1 goal. It looks like his shooting ability, though, has just kind of disappeared in Vancouver for some reason. Only 20 rips. I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that. I will say the 1 goal was a game-winning goal of all things on the power play, which is quite funny. Quinn Hughes, through 13 games, though, is looking really good. 15 points, 13 games played, 3 goals. He's got hopefully some more left in the tank as he can maybe get my Avs another cup in the 2020s. I'd be pretty pumped about that. I did want to see who Cale's been passing the puck to, and holy hell, Evander Kane has really taken off here with 8 rips in the postseason, with Cale feeding them from the back end. Elias Pettersson also looks like he's found the shot once more with Cale. 7 goals in 10 games. Jake DeBrusk, Bezer, they're all doing really good. Linus Karlsson, my apologies, also with 4 goals. Not bad, to be completely honest with you. I would imagine the same thing's going to happen this year with Quinn Hughes with Evander Kane. The guy loves to shoot. If Hughes gets on the puck, it's going to be fun. The Avs and Quinn Hughes continue their dominance in this league as they take down the Utah Mammoth in 6 games. I'm not upset. I'm a little upset because my boy Makar is getting left in the dust, but Quinn is just absolutely being dominant out in Colorado. Let's check out what they're going to be doing. They've got Carolina in the Stanley Cup final. The game freaking simmed too far ahead. I didn't get it stopped in time, and the Avs are up 1-0. So let's rock and roll to the Stanley Cup finals and see if Quinn Hughes can bring home his first cup, but the Avs 4th. Well, Carolina, I know you struggled in the Eastern Conference Finals, but it looks like you struggled in the Stanley Cup Finals this time. 4-0 sweep for Quinn Hughes and the Colorado Avalanche. What an absolute ride. Oh my goodness. Let's see what Quinn ends up with points. 23 points with 4 goals. Nathan MacKinnon turned on the Jets. 27-19 rips. 19.2% shooting percentage in the postseason is absolutely insane. He had 4 game-winning goals. But we're talking about Quinn Hughes here right now. 1 game-winning goal, 2 power play goals, pretty similar to what Cale did in less games. But that point per game in the postseason is going to say a lot. I like the shots, 67. He did fantastic out there in Colorado, bringing my team another Stanley Cup. You love to see it. Now, though, I want to see who comes out on top for the Norris. Individually, combatants here. I like to see it. I think Makar might have it over with the regular season success. I know it was only 4 points, but sometimes it does matter in these sims. I'm not 100% sure. The Art Ross will go to McDavid and the Hart. The combo, of course. Victor Hedman is actually going to get the Norris. None of the boys are getting it this time around. The Lady Bang will be the Connor McDavid. Demigod is going to be your Calder Trophy winner. Nate Dogg takes the Conn Smythe. I was wondering if Quinn maybe snuck in there as a defenseman with point per game, but unfortunately not. And that is pretty well it there. Jack Adams going to go to Lambert. Sid Winchester-Selke, glad to see that still happens. Ted Lindsay is going to be the OV award with his Rocket Richard. We gotta see how many goals he had this year. I got so focused on trying to figure out what's going on with just the 2 defensemen. I didn't even notice it was a pretty low scoring year. We might have to change how we work these sims later on in the game. But 57 rips from Ovi in 79 games. Not bad at all. He got hurt for a little bit. Nothing crazy, though. I like to see it. Yeah, I do want to see these numbers a little higher, though. This is not where we're done, though. We're going to run this back one more season. I want to see what with a off season these teams do with the 2 studs, and can they bring in some help for them? On season 2 of this experiment, it looks like the Vancouver Canucks let some guys go, and they're going to go a little younger on the bottom 6. Defense-wise, I think it's pretty well the same. So Cale Makar, you got some work to do, buddy, and you got some chance to prove you're not a Nate Dogg merchant. Colorado looks like they went out and got Jamie Benn. If you can't beat Dallas, which they did last season by the sim, why not bring him in to try and win a cup? I like it. On defense, though, it's the exact same. Actually, no, it's not. They brought in Mike Matheson. The Avs went out and got guys. Okay, they are looking to repeat. Is Blackwood still in net? He is, but it is Calvin Pickard in the backup. Hughes has got a bit more help back there than Cale does, so we'll see how this season works out. Season 2 has concluded, and honestly, last year must have been a fluke in terms of point totals, because bang, McDavid, 131 points. I was struggling with his name there. Draisaitl also had 127. Kaprizov had 119, and Matthews 112. Honestly, the league looked like a lot more high scoring. Cappy had 65 rips. McDavid and Nate Dogg 56. That means he did have a low point total, but it does imagine that Quinn Hughes had a good defensive year. But Cale Makar, my boy, 95 points in Vancouver in 82 games. He had 19 rips, 20, 216 shots. He was a plus 34. He had 10 power play points and 4 game-winning goals. Quinn Hughes still had a really good season in Colorado, don't get me wrong. 80 points with 19 goals. He's matching the goal total. Plus 1, 219 shots. I like seeing that. And was 14 power play points. Really good season, in my opinion. Nothing to be ashamed of. But bang, the Cale Makar bounced back after missing out on a Stanley Cup with his old team. He lit a fire. It lit a fire, and we'll see how the rest of this goes as both teams have made the postseason. And I won't make the mistake this time. We will review the playoff series before we start simming. Like I said, both teams have made it to the postseason again. Big help to both those guys. Quinn Hughes had an 80-point season. Doesn't look like too many more Avs were that much higher than him, as Nate Dogg only had 87. Vancouver was 100% led by Cale Makar, 95 points. They will get the Vegas Golden Knights, while the Avalanche are going to see the Nashville Predators in round 1. I'm shocked to see them back in the postseason already, but again, they do have a good team on paper, so it is an NHL 26 sim, guys. Come on, use your heads. Wow. Not overly shocked by this, but the Vancouver Canucks get swept by the Vegas Golden Knights. The Avalanche are going to be moving on to round 2 in a 4-1 victory over Nashville. But man, it is going to suck to see Makar go down this early again. Sorry, Canucks fans. I tried. I gave you guys my man. I gave you the stud. He's just not going to help you any more than Quinn is helping you, apparently, in real life. Well, Makar was a point per game, 4 points in 4 games, but only 1 goal. Jake DeBrusk is going to be the only player on Vancouver, I think, to have more than 1 goal. That is correct. He had a 20% shooting rate with 10 shots. Not ideal to see. You got to help Connor Garland with 17 rips can find the back of the net. Especially for Aiden Hill. Come on, Connor. I know you're small, but you got to get the puck in the net, brother. Now, was it a Demko issue? No, it wasn't even a Demko issue. He had a really good season. It's just Vancouver wasn't going to beat Vegas. Unfortunate. It really is. We'll check in on Quinn through 5 games. Nothing too crazy right now. He's, again, doing kind of the same pace as Makar there. 5 points, 4 assists, 1 goal. The Avs are just having a dominant year. Who knew Jamie Benn was going to be the missing piece in Colorado? If they can repeat this, I don't know. I don't know, chat. I was just going to keep simming until the Avs made it to the finals again. But then Chicago said, go fly a kite and beat them in 5 games. So yeah, I didn't see much of a point in breaking it down with Makar not being in the playoffs anymore, so we were just kind of going to look at it when it was all said and done. And it's all said and done. So let's take a look how Quinn did in 5 more games. I can't imagine it was anything spectacular, but I'm hoping for a point per game. It wasn't. 8 points in 10 games, 2 goals. He had 30 shots. I don't hate that. No power play points, though, which is unfortunate. I'm hoping he didn't get pulled off. Oh, no, he had 1. Sorry. He had no power play goals. That's my bad. My bad. He had 26 minutes of ice, though. He had a fantastic postseason. No Cale Makar postseason of, when they won the cup. But hey, it was a good postseason. He did win a cup in Colorado, so I can't take that away from him. We are only year 2 into the sim, and the Chicago Blackhawks apparently are a cup-bound team already. Hey, I love it for you Blackhawks fans, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. Unless they finally go out and get Connor Bedard some help. In terms of it, though, the President's Trophy went to the Edmonton Oilers, and then the Blackhawks faced the Toronto Maple Leafs in the finals. Yeah, that checks out why the Chicago Blackhawks won. It checks out. Individual awards, though, Art Ross is naturally going to go to McDavid. We already saw that point total. He is also going to win the Hart back-to-back years for both. And the Norris will go to Cale Makar. Even in Vancouver, the guy can show he's one of the best defensemen in the league and steal that top defenseman trophy. 95 points is nothing to scoff at. Does that mean he is better than Quinn Hughes? Possibly. Did Quinn Hughes win a cup in Colorado? He did, indeed. Did he maybe benefit from the Nate Dogg factor? Maybe. Let me know in the comments which side you guys are on. Cale Makar, Quinn Hughes, I think they are both 1A, 1B. You can tell me which one you like. I'm an Avs fan, so I'm going to be biased. It's Cale Makar all day long. But that is where we are going to end this one. 2 seasons is enough there. I like what I saw. Both players played excellent on their new teams. Makar had a good bounce back season in terms of individual effort. But Quinn Hughes is going to win a Stanley Cup. Which one are we going to weigh more here? Let me know if you guys like these type of videos. I will see you in the next one.